Hey everybody, I'm David. This is Alice with Savvy Organics Farm, and today we're going to be putting together our fermented garlic and honey that is used as, what do we use this for?
For colds and when you're not feeling good. And
So we learned how to make this from our good friends at Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and we've been using it now for a couple of years, and it's been a good health benefit for us. So we're going to share it with you guys, and Alice is going to show you how we make it.
well, we've made it, like you said, for a few years, and it's down. We need more, and I should have done this months ago. I've had the honey for a while. Got this beautiful honey from our kids at Soul Manipularies in Waxahachie. I have lots of garlic that I've peeled that David has peeled and chopped up just a little bit. It's easy as pie, man. Easier than pie. Hardest thing is, adding it to the old, and we're going to put in the hardest thing. Do we put in the dark or the light?
Right? Hard choices. Just never know.
Do we put in the light one or the dark one?
Let's go with the one your hand is on already.
That's true. It's closer. Oh.
So as fermenting, we believe that starting it or adding to the one that was already fermented should help jumpstart the new one. So just adding the honey to cover it all up.
And stir it, and then put it in the pantry and hope we don't have a cough for a few weeks. It'll take a while. This bit in the bottom we've had going for a long time, so yeah, this is the hardest part, is pouring the honey, man. Well, maybe trimming up all the garlic, but
so how do we take it?
by the spoonful.
By the spoonful.
David likes to eat the garlic. They say that 4 cloves of garlic equals 1 dose of antibiotic. They say. I haven't read that anywhere, but seems to keep him well.
Does indeed. And then the parts that we had from what we trimmed off the garlic, we're going to do something else with that, so we'll just show you that as well.
Oh yeah.
And how long does this need to stay in the cabinet before we use it?
Until it's not thick like honey anymore. It'll get kind of not watery, but more loose than honey. And this should only take, because we have at the bottom, the old stuff that's already kind of runny, should only take a couple of weeks, I would think.
Nice.
See, it's kind of thick and hard to stir right now. Get it all stirred in. And every day I'm going to go into the pantry and get it off the shelf, because it needs to kind of stay in the dark. Take it off the shelf and shake it. See, now all this garlic will kind of sink to the bottom, and it'll get more watery and it'll be more shakeable. And
ready for use.
Yeah, and it's very delicious, I think. David thinks it's not delicious.
It is sort of let's say it's an acquired taste. But it's good for you, it's healthy, and antibacterial, antimicrobial, and natural antibiotic.
Anti-whatevers.
So just
I
good all around for boosting the immune system in these days we live in.
Yep. And with the trimmings that I didn't want to put in here, see, it doesn't really want to shake, but in a few days it'll be shakeable. So the trimmings, get that all cleaned up. We have learned about garlic tinctures, and so from the trimmings of all that garlic, we've come up with Yeah.
Don't slide the jar off.
No, I'll take the jar. So I took all that garlic and it was sprouting. You know how garlic will be? That's garlic we grew last year. And we had a very wet spring and it didn't do real great. And anyway, this is the trimmings from all that garlic. So we are going to take all this. Should I chop it up or should I just
Let's chop it up a little bit finer. They say that the more surface area your garlic has, the more of the nutrients and vitamins, minerals, and such will all come out of it.
So I'll just chop up these choppings. I guess I could chop up more garlic too if you want more garlic in it.
No, that's our first time to do it. We're just going to give it a try this way.
Okay. That way we don't have any waste. I mean, they say that the green, I don't know, the green part when your garlic is sprouting can be a little bit bitter. So we'll stick, I mean, it has the same medicinal benefits, which tinctures can, where they say garlic can lower blood
pressure.
Yep, and help with cholesterol and help even out your blood sugars if you have blood sugar issues. So I'm going to try it and see what it does. So to make a tincture, you put your
Herb of choice
in a jar and cover it with vodka.
Green alcohol, vodka, and today we're using vodka.
They said Everclear or vodka, so
that should be more than enough.
more than enough. Okay.
And we can drink the rest.
No, so how do you take a tincture? I have never taken a tincture, but David has.
So, when this is done, this will take about four-ish weeks. The liquid will darken up, and it'll pretty much let us know it's done. So we'll strain it, and then we'll put it into a dropper bottle. And out of the dropper bottle, for most people, they say that you want to use 4 or 5 drops under the tongue or on your tongue, or you can put those drops into a glass of water and drink it.
Yeah, or a shot glass of water and drink it.
There you
After all,
go.
it is, vodka. Not a shot of the tincture, a shot of water with tincture in it.
That's right. It's only a few drops, and it's not going to drink that bottle.
Yeah, you just drink it drops at a time. I'll put a seal in there. There. Okay, so we have our 2 jars, our tincture that we made that we've never made before, and our fermenting honey and garlic that is going back in the pantry. I'll shake this every day, check on this one in a few weeks, and we'll see how they do.